Have you ever noticed people only remember you when they need something? You help, you reply, you stay available, you show up every time. And what do you get back? At first, it's thank you. Then it slowly becomes expectation. They stop asking if you're free. They stop caring if you're tired. They just assume you'll appear, like it's your job. And the worst part isn't that you're exhausted. The worst part is this: no one checks on you. You can burn out for months and they won't notice. But the moment you say, "I can't," one time, suddenly you're selfish. Suddenly you're the problem. Listen, if you're always available, people don't value you. They use you. So here's the question. If you stopped showing up today, who would respect you and who would panic? If this hit you, comment 1. This isn't a revenge story. It's not about being cold or winning or proving a point. It's about the moment I finally realized something brutal. I was teaching people how to treat me. Every rushed reply, every "it's okay, I'll handle it," every time I dropped my own plans to fix someone else's mess, I was silently saying, my time doesn't matter. And they believed me. Why wouldn't they? I thought I was being kind. I thought I was being loyal. I told myself, this is what good people do. But deep down, I felt it. The tight chest, the resentment, the quiet anger I tried to swallow because I didn't want to look difficult. And then one day, I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. I wasn't living. I was reacting. I wasn't loved. I was relied on. I wasn't respected. I was convenient. So I made a decision that terrified me. Not to disappear forever, but to stop being everyone's emergency exit. To step back. To breathe.
To see what happens when I'm not the one holding everything together. And that day, everything changed. I used to be the reliable one. Not the loudest, not the most popular, but the one people called when something broke, because I always answered. I always showed up. And at first, it felt good. It felt like I mattered. A friend would text, "Can you talk?" And I'd drop everything. A coworker would say, "I'm stuck, help me real quick." And suddenly my time wasn't mine anymore. Family needed a favor? I'd do it before they even finished asking. I told myself it was love. I told myself it was loyalty. But if I'm honest, it was fear. Fear that if I stopped being useful, I'd stop being wanted. So I became the person who never said no. I'd reply even when my head was pounding. I'd fix problems that weren't mine. I'd carry stress that didn't belong to me. And the more I did, the more normal it became for them. They didn't see the cost. They didn't see me going quiet. They didn't see the nights I lay there staring at the ceiling, feeling used, then hating myself for even thinking that. Because good people don't complain, right? Yeah, that lie almost destroyed me. At first, people used to say thank you. Then thank you turned into good because you're the one who can handle it. And after that, they stopped asking altogether. Messages didn't start with, "Are you free?" anymore. They started with, "I need you." Calls came at midnight like I had no life. Favors became deadlines. My kindness became a contract I never signed. Here's how it really happened. The more I showed up, the less I was seen. Appreciation faded and expectation took its place. And the moment I hesitated, even slightly, people acted like I'd betrayed them. That's the twisted part. When you give without limits, you don't become respected, you become convenient. But listen, if you're hearing this, you're not weak, you're aware. And awareness is power. So let me ask you gently, when was the last time someone asked how you were doing without needing something right after? If this feels familiar, comment 1, not to complain, but to mark the moment you decide your time matters too. Because the truth is simple. Boundaries don't make you selfish. They reveal who actually values you. Then came the day I hit a wall. I hadn't slept. My body felt heavy, like it was begging me to stop. And for once, just once, I said the words I usually swallowed. I can't today. Silence. Then the replies came, sharp and ugly. Seriously? Now? Wow, I didn't expect that from you. So you're just gonna leave me like this? No concern. No, are you okay? No, take care. Just disappointment, because their plan didn't work without me. And in that moment, something inside me snapped, not with anger, but with clarity. I realized they weren't attached to me. They were attached to what I provided. I wasn't a person in their eyes. I was a function. And that truth hurt more than any request ever did. So I made a choice that felt terrifying, because it meant I could no longer hide behind being the helpful one. I set 3 rules. First, I stopped replying instantly, not out of cruelty, out of self-respect. Second, I stopped explaining myself like I was on trial. No didn't need a speech. Third, I stopped rescuing people from problems they refused to face. That day, I didn't announce anything. I didn't post a dramatic message. I simply stepped back. I let the phone ring. I let the guilt rise and fall like a wave. I sat with the discomfort because I finally understood something. If someone only values you when you're useful, then your constant presence is not love, it's access. And I was done giving unlimited access. The first day I stopped showing up, the world didn't end. That shocked me. For a few hours, nothing happened. Just that familiar itch in my chest, the reflex to check my phone, to fix it before anyone got upset. Then, the reactions started rolling in. One person went silent, completely, like I'd vanished from their universe the moment I wasn't useful. Another got angry because my absence exposed their dependence. And a few adjusted. They asked someone else. They figured it out. They did the hard thing I'd been doing for them all along. That's when it hit me. Some people don't miss you. They miss the version of you that makes their life easier. But you? Yeah, you listening to this. You're not here to be anyone's emergency exit. You're allowed to have peace. You're allowed to be respected. So let me ask you gently, who in your life only shows up when they need something? If a name popped into your head, comment 1, not out of bitterness, but as a promise to yourself, no more unlimited access. When I came back, I didn't come back the same. I didn't return as the person who jumps when someone whistles. I didn't return as the always yes version of me, the one who confused exhaustion with loyalty. I returned calmer, slower, clearer. People noticed, not because I announced anything, but because my energy had changed. I wasn't apologizing for existing. I wasn't scrambling to prove I mattered. I stood there like someone who finally understood my time is not public property. And something interesting happened. The ones who truly respected me started asking differently. Not, I need you, but are you available? Not, do it for me, but can you help if you have space? And the ones who were only here for convenience, they faded, they drifted. Some even acted offended, like my boundaries were an insult. But I didn't chase them, because losing people who only valued my usefulness wasn't a loss, it was relief. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like I had my life back. Here's the lesson I wish I had learned sooner. Kindness without boundaries isn't love, it's self-abandonment. If you keep giving people unlimited access to you, they won't call you generous, they'll call you available. And the moment you stop being available, they'll test you, guilt you, or label you as selfish because your boundaries break their comfort. So remember these 3 truths. 1. You don't owe instant replies. 2. No is a complete sentence. And 3. The right people won't punish you for protecting your peace. And this is the hardest one. You're not losing real relationships when you step back. You're losing dependence disguised as closeness.
Sometimes the most respectful thing you can do for yourself, and even for them, is to stop showing up for what they should handle on their own. So let's end this with something real, something you can do today. Where in your life are you showing up too much? Is it a friend who only texts when they're in trouble? Family members who treat you like a tool? A job that rewards your silence with more pressure? Pick one.
Not 10, not everyone, just one place where you've been overgiving and underrespected. Now ask yourself, what would change if you stepped back for 24 hours? No dramatic speech, no anger, just space. Because space reveals truth. It shows you who values you and who only values what you provide. If you're ready to reclaim your time and your self-respect, comment 1. And when you comment it, mean it. No more unlimited access. You don't need to be louder. You just need to be less available to disrespect.